Welcome back to the Silver Lining, where it's no filler, no fluff. We just keep it a buck. And right now, we're going to be reacting to the Ravens 30-16 win over the Chicago Bears. Definitely want to go live on this one because, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the season was on the line with that game. That game had to be won for the season to still be alive. So to talk about it, got the crew with me. Got Stan in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Nice Sunday afternoon. Again, good performance today. So let's talk about it real quick.
All right, got Kurt in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? I normally got my hood on, but I got the bush out, and the bush a little bit too big for the hood today. So I'm gonna let the dirty bush out today, fellas, man. Like Stan said, big win. Let's talk about it.
All right. So yeah, man, this was a must win. This was a must win. Once I heard Lamar was not going to play, my confidence level wasn't very high, but they pulled it out. So I'm gonna start with Kurt, man. What was your overall thoughts on the game today?
Um, I think we should have started Snoop instead of Cooper Rush. I think I would have liked to had that been Snoop. But Snoop is the perfect backup quarterback for us. You know, he
One second,
get,
Kurt. My cousin Jonathan just reached up and said, "What up, fam?" Huntley was called and he answered. Damn right, he
he,
did.
he
He
called and he
did.
answered.
He did.
Um, I,
Okay.
I would like to say if Huntley had more throwing power, like if he could put like zip on the ball 40 to 50 yards downfield, that's like the only weakness that he does have. Like he's a solid quarterback all around. He doesn't take too many chances. He's a good runner. He's accurate within 20 yards. Within 20 yards, he's a very accurate quarterback. Um, I was just I was just happy that he was patient today. I was happy that we stuck to Ravens football. We handed the ball off to Derrick Henry 21 times. Keith Mitchell got the ball a couple times. And we looked motivated. We actually looked like we wanted to play today. The last 2 weeks, it just looked like we just been collecting paychecks. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Huntley for controlling the rock. Shout out to the defense who played fairly well. Nate Wiggins was getting killed by Duzier, but he pulled one out. He got one for us at the end of the game. So it's a big win. I don't know if you want to get to this a little later, but we get two losses today. We got one from the Bengals. We need one from the Steelers, bro. We might be like what 3 games under for the division if we get a loss from the Steelers tonight, right? 3 games behind, and we
Yeah,
have
so
to play the Steelers twice.
I
I
honestly,
can't believe the
I haven't even
Bengals
thought
lost
that
today.
hit. I haven't even thought that hit. I honestly, bro, I just want to win a football game, bro. I didn't even thought
Nah,
about
Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought.
how far
Hey,
back.
this
that's
I
this is
said,
fair.
one. Let's not talk about the
can we
division
win?
and
That's fair.
playoffs. Let's win a
That's
That's
fair.
football
pretty much
game. Win
while
a
I
game.
was on,
That's
bro.
fair. If we just gonna stick to today, we actually look like a Ravens team,
Yeah,
effort
we did.
wise. And I want to give a shout out to Snoop for playing under control and
Yeah,
controlling the game, man. And that's a pretty solid Bears team too that we
yeah.
beat today.
Yep. Stan.
First point, real quick. Snoop should have been playing from the jump. The only
Yeah,
reason why Cooper Rush was even playing is because our dumbass GM gave this fucker $6 million, so they had to play him.
They had to
Huntley
play
was
him.
basically Huntley was basically on the Browns practice squad to start the season, start training camp. Huntley should have been playing from the start. He knows the offense, he knows the personnel, he knows the coaching staff. Again, he made some really good plays today. He was really good today. Right? He was really good today. Like he saved the season. He saved the season today with his performance today. He was really good. Again, he is a backup. Again, he did a very good Lamar impersonation today. That's what he did today.
He did. He
He did a
did.
very good Lamar impersonation. Now, this will kind of take the sting off the fact the organization fumble fucked Lamar's status over the weekend. And this was completely on the Ravens. They fumble fucked it from the jump. They lied about Lamar's practice status, trying to get, I guess, trying to get a one ups on the Bears or something. That's a John Harbaugh ism. He's been doing this shit since he's been here, so it's no surprising. This team and injuries, but the end of the day, they won the day. They won a football game, which is all we was trying to. That's all I was looking at today. Can they win? Can they just win a game? And they did beat a pretty good Bears team today. They beat not a very good, but a pretty good Bears team. Caleb Williams was better today than he was last week. He was awful last week against Carolina. Awful.
Yes.
But defensively they played pretty well. I mean, they kept the Bears in check. They gave up they did give up some big plays to Zunier, and they gave up big plays to DJ Moore at the end. But they basically kept them out the end zone outside the Swift score. They kept them out the end zone.
Yeah.
Real
quick, Stan. Jonathan agrees with you. He said that chat there. He agrees. Appreciate the love, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just again they played motivated today. They looked like the Ravens. They looked like I don't know. They look like the fucking Bad News Bears the last couple of weeks, but they look like the Ravens today. They look like the Ravens today. They look like an NFL football team today. So there's a little light shining at the end of the tunnel. Where a couple weeks ago it was like the only light that was shining was a hit-on train coming on the opposite end. But this one, they saved the season a little bit today. We'll see what happens Thursday night. I believe Lamar plays Thursday night, but then again, I thought Lamar was playing today, so who the fuck knows? Again, it's Lamar Jackson. It seems like I don't know what happened with Lamar. I don't know what happened. I think the organization and the coaching staff expected him to play, but at the end of the day, they had to ask the player, can you go? Lamar's the type of guy that's not going to go if he's hindered. And again, these soft tissue injuries, man, they are hard to predict and how they heal. He may have re-aggravated the injury during practice. He may have not felt comfortable. But at the end of the day, and this was the last thing I'm going to say on this part, if there's any Ravens fans out there that's questioning this dude's heart, turn in your jersey and don't root for the fucking team.
Right.
I'm tired of hearing shit. If y'all niggas out here think Lamar Jackson is sitting out on purpose because he's mad with the coaching staff or because he contract, y'all don't know a fucking thing about athletes. They're not wired that way. Athletes want to compete. Lamar is a competitor. He wants to compete. He wants to win. He said that the day that he got drafted here, he wants to win Super Bowls.
Yep.
That dude, you think that dude is sitting out? If y'all think that,
purposely,
shove it up
you think he's purposely sitting out?
Yeah, if y'all out there think Lamar Jackson is purposely sitting out, y'all can take that and shove it right up your ass. And we go to the next thing.
Yeah, I missed some of the most of the first halves. I caught the entire second half of the game, but when I was checking the score, when I saw it was a low scoring game, I was like, bet, because that means the defense showed up. And to me, that was going to be the key. With all the injuries that we had a lot of guys come back. Roquan, of course, came back.
Roquan was good today.
And he was damn good in this game, bro. It's like, that was really what I was looking for. Like, can we get a big time defensive performance to give the defense some momentum going forward? Because look, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, I very much was pretty much saying the season was a wrap. I mean, after the last loss, I'm like, all right, it's just a wrap. But I've always kind of felt like if we can just get the defense rolling again and just win a football game, the schedule is going to lighten up. So we got a chance to at least get back in it. At least the last 2 weeks of the season not be mathematically eliminated and theoretically could still sneak into the playoffs. But it has to start with getting the defense back on track. And I think that this game, man, we got a turnover. That late interception was huge. We had the one play that should have been a turnover with Humphrey. Like, I think with I think the referee didn't even want to deal with it. I think he was like, ruling on the field stands. He didn't even want to deal with it because it was too many variables to that play. Like, nah, the ruling on the field stands. We're not even going to deal with that. But the defense getting stops, getting turnovers, man, it was Ravens football, man. It was damn good to see it, man. It was good to see it. So for me, that was the big takeaway for me. The fact that we got the defense back on track. If you remember last year, the defense did get off to a really slow start last year. I don't know if people even remember this, but the defense got off to a rough start last year. Not as bad as this year, but they got off to a slow start. And then from the middle of the season to the end, we were one of the better defensive teams in the league. So, we can look back at that and say, maybe that could translate to this year, but I don't know. But for me, That was the most exciting thing for me. The fact that this defense got back on track. You know, keep it going. The schedule lightens up, man. It's not over. It's not over. We just needed to win a football game. It's all I wanted to do, win a game. And we won one. So I think we're gonna be all right, man. With the schedule lightening up. I mean, theoretically, could we not win Thursday without Lamar? I mean, it's the Dolphins. That team,
the Dolphins kicked the shit out of the Falcons today. So I mean,
yeah, but it's the Falcons,
again,
though.
The Falcons. Look, that's a weird team. I'm tired. The Falcons are weird. They're Jekyll and Hyde like I ain't never seen. But Miami is an NFL football team.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, an NFL football team at home.
Yep.
You can't just take them lightly. So
no, not at all.
If Lamar can go, he needs to suit up and play.
Of course.
And I believe he is. I believe he is going to play.
I figured they wasn't when I was saying he wasn't going to play. I figured it was because of the Thursday game.
Right.
Like if we win Sunday without him, then we'll play him Thursday. But if we lose Sunday without him, we might just shut him down for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought the reason that Lamar didn't play is because coming off an injury, you don't want him playing back-to-backs in a short week like that. That's why I figured he didn't play Thursday. I didn't. I feel like if it was a playoff must-win game, he could have played today. I think he would have played today, like if it was an AFC championship. But like I said, like you don't want him to come off an injury, play Sunday, and then 3 days of rest, and then play another game the next following. I didn't think they wanted that. I think if you look at it like that, I think it's smart.
Yeah.
To not rush him back like that on back-to-back in a short week. But if he can go, and he's a Florida boy.
Right.
You know he's gonna want to play him. You know his grandmother, probably all his family gonna be there, a couple friends.
Yeah.
He's a Florida boy, so he would want to play in that game. The only way Lamar Jackson does not play in that game is if he doesn't play this Thursday, then I'm going to be worried, bro. That I'm really going to be worried because you could have played Sunday. We gave you the extra rest, and you playing in front of your homeboys. And you not trying to get out there, you playing to get in front of, then I would be worried about it. But yeah, you don't want to bring them back-to-back weeks on a short week. So, and can we beat the Dolphins without Lamar? Yes. But I feel like if we can get Lamar out there, we're not even trying to take that chance, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't even trying to take that chance. If he can get out there, he practiced good Tuesday and Wednesday, you let him play Thursday. If he get out there and he get a little groggy and it's messing up, you pull him out of the first quarter. Let Snoop go back in there and do what he do. I'm confident in Snoop. He's proven on multiple occasions that he can at least carry the ship. We don't need him to be Lamar Jackson, but just carry the ship, make the plays that we need you to make. So I won't be worried if Lamar doesn't play this Thursday. I'm not really worried about this Sunday, but we're going to need him really soon.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Jonathan Alexander says that makes sense, and I agree. I think that makes a lot of sense in terms of like why they didn't play him today because it was a Thursday game. I think that does make a lot of sense.
And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. They don't fucking mislead everybody because that's what they did last week. They misled everybody to get an edge on the Bears. You guys felt that didn't have that much confidence in your players that you could beat the fucking Bears at home, that you had to mislead them and mislead the fans and make the fans feel Lamar's coming back. Harbaugh said that shit right after we got our ass kicked by the Rams that he expected everybody back after the bye week, including Lamar. Again, it's a situation where I just feel like the organization tried to be too cute. When it's just simple as he's not ready to go.
He's not ready.
Yeah, it's like he just wasn't ready to go. He wasn't ready to go, and that's simple. And they, like I said, they knew they had the Thursday night game coming up, and that's probably what was the plan all along. If he was running a scout team on Friday, there's no way he was playing today.
Yep.
There's no way. But they listed him as a full participant in practice. And they know the CBA is very specific about that.
Yeah, that's what's going to get them in trouble. That's what's going to get them in trouble. Yeah,
they're gonna get fined. The league's gonna fine the shit out of them, and they're gonna dock them a draft pick because that's clearly stated If a player does not take first or second team reps, then he is not to be listed as a full participant in practice. He ran the scout team.
Yeah.
Lamar ran the scout
Yeah.
team. But I don't know what the plan. I don't know what they're doing. At this point, I think Lamar's been a nice deodorant over this franchise for the last few years and how they've drafted, scouted, hired coaches, drafted, all this stuff has been hidden by the fact that we keep winning games. And Lamar's been awesome. Now we're 2-5, and that shit's coming out because we're not winning. So today, John got his ass saved again by a black quarterback. So he should be proud of that. Well,
I think
Lamar
if they don't
saved
win
his
the
ass.
Super Bowl, he gone regardless. If we don't win the Super Bowl, he gone regardless.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't even. Organization loves John. The ownership loves John. I think if this team turns it around and somehow makes the postseason, he's definitely coming back.
Yeah, I think so too.
I just think that people need to understand that the front office and the ownership is that's where it comes back to is Bisciotti. Bisciotti is a big fan of John Harbaugh, wants him to be the coach here as long as he wants to coach. And I've always believed that John was going to be the coach here as long as he wants to coach. But yeah, this team doesn't show, and they showed a lot of life today. They played hard. They played like they wanted to win. So we'll see what happens. I just like the Ravens just aren't one of those teams that are going to fire their coach. We don't do that here.
We don't. Especially not in the middle of the season. Not in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I never thought they were going to do it in the middle of the season.
And the people that kept saying that, like, y'all just talking shit. He's not getting fired in the break during the bye week. It's not happening. They're sticking by their coaches. Now, if that's a smart thing, we'll see him going forward. But I don't think it is. I don't think that Zach Gore should be allowed to continue to be the defensive coordinator of this team, but he's going to be.
But we have gotten rid of coordinators in the middle of the season, though. We've got rid of Cam Cameron. Yeah, we could get I think Zach Orr has to go. Like, I don't give a fuck what we do. We won a Super Bowl. He still got to go, bro. I'm sorry. I just do not like this zone game. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's not who we are.
Yeah, but the reality is if you watch the corners and watch how they played defensively today, they're constantly playing 10 yards down, off the line. They're not physical enough at the cornerback position to. I mean, you can remember back in the day the guys that we used to have out there that were maul guys on the line of scrimmage.
Chris McAllister,
yeah. We don't have those. We don't have that physical corners anymore. Wiggins and Humphreys used to be that guy. He's not that guy anymore. Wiggins is a good player. He's showing some life, but he did get kind of abused today. Didn't have his best outing, but he did get the pick at the end. They just don't have the corners to be physical with people at the line of scrimmage. They don't have the defensive line to be physical at the line of scrimmage. They don't have it. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, Lamar's been a nice deodorant over this team over the last few years. And we'll see if he comes back and saves the day on Thursday night. We'll see. But they showed some life today. That's all I can say. They showed life today.
Hey, yo, speaking of defense, y'all, has anybody seen Malachi Starks all year? Have y'all seen him? Has he made an appearance? Like, that's a first-round pick.
He plays pretty much every down, man. He plays in the backfield next to Kyle.
But I'm saying, have you seen him, bro? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, usually is when a guy's catching the ball 20 yards down the field. That's when I see him. And he's not ready to be in that position that he's in. He's just not ready for that. You're asking a rookie to come in and start next to an all-pro like Kyle Hamilton. And Kyle Hamilton wants to play inside the box. He wants to get up to him and get up in the box and make plays from there. And that means you gotta be back there he's not ready for that. He's not ready for that. But he's gonna be a good player. But
he was happy to see Mitchell get some touches today. Very much.
I've been screaming that shit since training camp. When I saw him out there catch a wheel route against Jair Alexander. Blew back past him. I said we've got to find a role for this kid on offense. But because he don't play special teams very well, he ain't been playing.
Is that why?
That's exactly why.
Mr.
Coach special teams, man. You gotta play special teams, man.
Yo, Keaton Mitchell, he had a big run when he bounced it to the outside late in the game, but he ran out of bounds. And I was like, why you run out of bounds? Why you run out of bounds?
And that's the kind of stuff that John can't stand. That's the kind of stuff that's going to get him put back on the bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's that kind of mental errors that coach excuses can't deal with. And he don't like. So
you got to fall down.
That's why he has been
You
playing.
got to fall
That's why he
down on
has
the
been playing.
sideline.
Yeah, that's why he has been
But that
playing.
pop though, get that pop though. He got that pop, bro. He get that ball. He can move, man. He can move. We need to get him the ball in open space, man. We need to get him in open space more often. Try to create those type of situations. We're not.
Yeah, because he can get to the edge faster than any running back we got. He can get to the edge faster.
I assume the reason why he wasn't getting a lot of run is because for like pass blocking. Because like if he's in there in the backfield, it's obvious that we're probably going to run the ball. You know what I mean? Because if we're like doing a drop back, and he's back there, he's probably not going to be able to pick up the blitz very well. So I assume that's why he wasn't getting a lot of run.
That's part of it, but it's also because he doesn't play special teams well.
Yeah.
That's really what it is that his special teams plays. He's not. If they carry 3 backs. And they're carrying 4 backs, I think, right now because Ali is active. He was playing special teams.
Mm-hmm.
He returned a kick. If you're going to be the 3rd or 4th back, you got to play special teams. And if you don't play special teams well, John's not going to activate you. Not as a 3rd and 4th, running back. He knows that he's going to use Derrick Henry on 1st and 2nd downs, and Justice Hill on 3rd downs, because Justice Hill's a good pass blocker.
And he's a good pass receiver.
Justice is he's a better catch the ball at the backfield guy than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had a ball thrown right to him and he dropped today.
Yeah.
So, that's why they use Justice Hill a lot on 3rd down. But Keaton needs to get touches, like he said, get him in space, let him get to the edge. He's got that speed. And we haven't had a running back with that speed to get to the edge like that since Ray Rice's first few years. Mm-hmm. We haven't had that. So that's why they use him in those situations, and that's what he needs to be used in. In those situations, he can probably catch the ball at the backfield pretty well too. So just give him some reps. I had a weak moment yesterday. I was so pissed off by the Lamar shit. I posted on Facebook that they should trade Andrews and Henry next week, and it was just one of those. I was so irritated by the Lamar stuff. I'm like, yo, y'all fucking lying ass bastards lied about Lamar all week, and then he released this dumbass statement on social media about, well, actually, he was limited in practice today. Huh? I was so pissed about that. Yeah, I said they should just tank for the rest of the season. I should probably delete that on Facebook. I probably will when I get off here. I'll probably delete it because it was stupid. But I was just so irritated by it. I've just been so irritated by this team over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I got to delete that one, bro. I got to delete that one.
I mean, honestly, bro, had they lost this game today, I probably would have been like, all right, it's time to look at the draft now. What kind of pass rushers is coming out? Who can rush the passer? Had they lost this game today, so
I thought we had shown up the pass rush with Mike Green, but we got an archetype. And guys like Oweh and Mike Green, they fit the archetype, but we're not getting the production that we got from Suggs and those other guys.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But we're not
just not getting production.
We're not getting the production. These guys are athletic, they're fast, they're strong, but they just don't get the production. Like Jadeveon Clowney. Like we should have bought Joe back for all of that. Jadeveon Clowney played big for us last 9.5 sacks his last season with us. Like we might as well have brought him back. We're not getting nothing out of. We didn't get nothing out of Oweh. We're not getting nothing out of Mike Green. Like, can you name a pass rusher?
Yeah.
Yeah, Job was still.
Man, Noy was supposed to be. Was it last year?
Yeah, but again, he's old. So I mean, again, you just to expect. They got like 20 sacks between Van Noy and Clowney 2 years ago. So to expect that to continue would have been pretty silly to think that as these two guys getting old. And Van Noy looks pretty old right now. He got some pressure today, but they got to figure out the pass rushing thing at some point because they haven't had an elite pass rusher since Southwest.
And we don't have the type of cornerbacks to where as though we can send 5 and 6 to go get you.
It's crazy.
We don't have that type of coverage.
Crazy because I thought, honestly, bro, going into the season, I thought we did. I thought we did have corners that was good enough to do that, bro. But
Well, we thought a lot of things about the roster that turned out to not be true. So
yeah,
again, you know,
But then again,
yeah,
we zone blitzing. We
yeah,
zone blitzing. Like, the zone blitz is the easiest blitz to cover. Is a zone
Yeah.
blitz. Now it
Yeah.
might be harder to pass against because stuff, but in terms of the old lineman, the zone blitz is the easiest thing because whoever's blitzing has to wait at least half a second for the offensive lineman to put his hands on somebody. So it's not like a man blitz where everybody just coming at once.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think we should go back to the man blitz. Maybe we should give these corners maybe we do got physical corners that can get up and
we
push.
don't.
But we
I can
making
tell
them
you right
do.
now we don't. I can tell you right now we do not. Not Nate Wiggins, not Marlon Humphreys. Marlon Humphreys at this point is more of a coverage guy, a nickel back.
He's a
You know
nickelback,
that
yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically his wheelhouse at this point of his career. He don't have the speed to run against guys on the outside. Some of these speedsters in the league, he can't run with these guys. Like you think that Jamar Chase walk out there and see 44 line up against you, thinking like, yo, let's throw me the ball every time I get, just throw me the ball every time. Just get throw it to me. He can't cover me. Chase had almost 300 yards of receiving yards against Marlon Humphrey. That's just not his game anymore. He don't have the speed. So Wiggins, you think has the speed on the outside, but not Marlon.
Yeah. I like to see I like to see my man TJ Tampa, bro. We had some expectations for him, and then he got hurt. It's like we are trying to get the talent. It's just not. It's not
The
producing.
problem with these guys, it goes back to John and practicing. If these guys don't practice well, John will not play them. And that's what was the issue with Ojobu. That was the issue with a lot of guys. They just couldn't get on the field. Tyrus Bowser when he was
I mean,
here.
is
A lot of these
that
guys,
is that a bad thing though? If you ain't practicing well, why should you hit the field? Is that a bad thing?
it's not a bad thing, but it's like you guys invested draft picks in these guys. So it kind of is like one of those. It's not a good look
Got
for
a
you for
plan.
your front office and your draft scouts. If these are the guys that you're investing picks in.
Yeah.
Like you
That
guys,
is true.
Njobu was considered a steal in the draft. I don't even know if that fucker dressed today. I don't even know if he's dressing. If he's putting on a jersey and pads. I don't think he is. So it's like these are guys the Ravens invested draft picks in. T.J. Champa is a guy they invested a draft pick in. These are guys that they picked
It's
up, that they
Simpson.
picked. It's Trent Simpson. Trent Simpson was going to be the guy that was going to come step right in next to Roquan so we can let Patrick Queen go. We let the fucking all-pro inside linebacker go because we got Trent Simpson.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker wasn't dressing at the end of last year either.
He's not dressing this year either, is he? Like I mean, they be out there, but I don't be seeing him. They be out there, but I don't be seeing him, dog.
Yeah. He's dressing, but he ain't playing many snaps. He was only playing snaps because Roquan has been out. But they played the rookie Buchanan over him.
I like him better than Trenton.
Buchanan's a good player, man. Again, he's gonna be a pretty good player in a couple years, but he got put into a situation where now he's the guy on defense with the green dot because Roquan was out last few weeks. You got a rookie doing that. It's just they just
It's a lot going on right now with Baltimore. It is.
Yeah, it's just
It's just happy to get the win, though.
Yep, yeah, they won today, so that's all that matters. Let's celebrate a win because we hadn't had one of those in a few weeks.
Yeah, and that's what I really wanted to close out with is that we won a football game, man. So it's weird to be a Ravens fan and to be able to just say, "Hey, we won a game," but that's kind of where we are. So we won a football game.
That's where we at.
We won a game, and look, the players have to make sure they focus on the Dolphins. That's the number one thing it needs to be. Well, us as fans, we can take a little peek. So let's look at it, bro. Because we won today. We got the Dolphins next on Thursday, and then we have the Vikings. But then we got the Browns, got the Jets, the Bengals, Steelers, Bengals again, Patriots. Those are some of the next games. Bro, we can win a lot of them games.
We can win all of those games. I'm scared of the Bengals because of Jamar Chase, and you never know what the Steelers going to bring. and the Vikings, if JJ McCarthy sling the ball right, they'll be tough.
Yeah,
But
then,
I look at all of those games as winnable games, though.
yeah.
If
Then
we on our shit,
the last 2 games are the Packers and the Steelers at the end. So that's the rest of the schedule.
oh,
I
the
mean,
You
Steelers
got
are going to be tough.
10 games left. 10 games left. You gotta go 8-2.
8-2.
That's it. 8-2. They gotta go 8-2. They go 8-2. That gets them to 10-7.
No,
That
I
should get
think
them.
we need to go. I think we need to go 9-1, 9-1. I think we're gonna need 11 wins in order,
I
unless
think
unless with the Steelers or the Bengals. Like I said, unless the Steelers or the Bengals have a meltdown, 10 games ain't gonna be enough to get in the playoffs this year, unless we win the division.
Jonathan Smith scored more than 7 points. Facts. When we won a game and we scored more than 7 points. Facts.
We
scored
put up
30
30 today.
So y'all
put up
said
30 points.
So y'all said we got to. Cause I'm about to close out, but I want to just
Yeah.
look at the rest of the schedule. So y'all saying that we need to go 8-2? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying 9-1.
I think 8-2 is realistic. 9-1 is a
9-1
little
is
ambitious
tough, bro. Because
for
that
a
means
team
we're
that
gonna
look like
yeah. Because
for a
now
team
you're
that
talking about we
look
got to
like shit for 7
yeah
weeks.
we would have to sweep either the Steelers or the Bengals. That never happens, bro. We're gonna lose some of them. Yo. That never happens.
What's got to
We don't-
happen this
we
year?
don't
It's got
sweep
to
them.
happen this year.
But
They have
we've
to have the
won 10 in a
mindset
row
that we have
before.
to at least sweep them.
Lamar has won 10 in a row before.
Bro, I'm saying
It's
sweeping.
not like it's impossible for us to go 9-1.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not
Not
impossible,
impossible.
but it's unlikely.
Guys, so Jonathan says 8-2. So
They get 8-2 and they get to 10-7. That can win the AFC North. 10-7
yeah,
can win the AFC
Jonathan,
North.
facts, bro. Like
That's the
Bengals and
only
Steelers are
way.
always dog fights. Those are
Yeah,
always
they're gonna
dog
be
fights.
they're gonna be. Listen, I'm not saying we're gonna roll them over. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the optimist, and of course, the most optimistic thing to happen is for us to go undefeated, which I don't think is going to happen. Okay, but what I'm saying is, in order for us to control our own destiny, I think we need to win 9 games. Because if we win 10, we're gonna be, and let's say we win 10 and we don't win the division. Let's say the Steelers got 11 wins and we got 10s. We're going to be hoping for other teams to lose.
But these teams are going to lose some games, yo, because them same teams that kicked our butts, they got to play them. Like they got to play the Bills too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Don't they got to play them too?
Yeah,
AC
yeah,
still has a
yeah.
game against the Bills later this season. And Houston, I think, has a game with the Bills. But that's the thing, like in the AFC, Houston and KC already have the tiebreaker over us because
They
they,
can
beat
have
us.
they
Buffalo is
can
a
have
tiebreaker over us. So that's why I think the best path to the postseason, if there is a path, is the division. And to win the division, you got to beat the Steelers and Bengals twice.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay. So if that's what we're saying, then we might be cooked. Then, like I still kind of felt like we had a chance to get that. There's 3 wild cards now. I thought we had a chance to get that 3rd wild card.
I think. Look, they might be able to get the 7th wild card because I don't know who the 7th wild card team is in the AFC right now.
In the AFC,
Go look at the records. You're talking about the Chargers. You're talking about Denver. You're talking about Houston. You know what I'm saying? New England, Buffalo. So they got a game
Like
against New
even
England.
with the coach is like what 6-1 right now or something like that, 5-2 or something. The coach,
yeah.
Colts will be the number 1 seed in the
they
AFC
might
right
blow
now.
up the second half of the season though. They might blow up. They might just fall off the map. But I'm saying
We'll see. They got their 14.5 point favorites against the Titans today. We'll see what they do. Because only good teams get those kind of spreads.
Beat the Steelers twice, but that never happens though, cuz we don't sweep the Steelers, man. That just
Well,
just
they
don't
can't.
happen.
Well, like I said, they can't think that way.
I know they can't. I'm looking at it as a fan. I'm looking at the schedule like
absolutely.
a fan. Yeah, and
They
I'm
swept
like,
the Bengals last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's they have to think that sweeping the Bengals and Steelers is their best path to division title.
Yeah,
They got going, and keep in mind they've only played 1 division game.
all right. So let's.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Browns beat the Bengals, didn't they?
They did.
No, Browns lost by 1.
They did. They lost that.
No, I thought
the
they
Browns
beat the
lost by
Bengals.
1. No, that was the opening week game. The Cincinnati won by 1 because the dude missed the field goal at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Um.
they've yeah.
Let's just say, okay, we're looking at it as fans. Dolphins, let's say we can get that one. That's one.
Okay.
Vikings, that's a tough one, man. But
We
let's
should
let's
be able
just
to get that.
let's just assume,
We
Lamar's
normally
back
good
and
against
rolling.
NFC teams.
We are. I
bro.
was about to say that Lamar's good against NFC teams. So let's say we can get that one. That's 2. Browns, again, man, we're sweeping the Browns. But all right, let's say that's 3. Then the Jets, yeah, that should be 1.
4. Right now we sitting at 6-5 right now with this victory over the Jets. Right?
Okay. I think so. Unless I'm jacking the math up.
We 2-5.
Like I said, at the end
We
of the
just
day-
won
Okay, we
4.
2-5. So Dolphins 3-5, Vikings 4-5, Browns 5-5.
5-5. Jets would be
that'll be
6-5.
Okay,
Right.
that's that Bengals the Bengals game here.
Is that here or in
Yes,
Raymond
that's
James?
here. The first one is
Okay,
here.
I like that. We here against the Bengals. I like that.
Yeah, they have
Like
a Thanksgiving night game against the Bengals, so they have that again another fucking 2 games in 7 days. They play that Sunday. They play that Sunday
Right.
against the Jets, and then they play the Bengals here. I think on
right.
Thanksgiving. I think I gotta look at the schedule, but
Yeah, November 27th against the Bengals.
yeah,
And then after that it's the Steelers.
yeah, Jets and Bengals back to back at home for Thanksgiving week.
All right. So then after that, it's after the Bengals game, it's the Steelers.
we get that extra rest. Look, we beat the Bengals on Thanksgiving night and get that extra 3 days rest going into a Steelers game Sunday. That's big.
Just
That's
like this
big,
game
man.
Thursday with the Dolphins. They get this game against the Dolphins. They got 10 days of rest to continuously get more healthy. Again, it's not inconceivable. Not
One
inconceivable.
question though: is the Beast coming back though? Matt, the Beast coming back?
No, he's done for the
Nah,
season.
no.
He might not play again.
Yeah.
His career might be over, actually. Yeah, I don't know what he did to his neck. They haven't really
Really?
said what it is, but
Yeah.
the things that I've heard is that he may not play again.
Yeah.
He might be done.
Yeah.
Okay, when you start talking about neck injuries, then you start talking about risk of pull out, that paralyzing. That's not, yeah. So he might not play again. His career just might be over.
Yeah.
Damn, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt hearing that, boy. Woo!
All right, guys. I guess we'll leave it there. I mean, look at the schedule. We definitely still got a chance, man. But I don't know. Man.
Gotta take it one game at a time, man.
One game
All you
at a
gotta do is
time,
take
bro.
it
One
one
game
at a
at a
time. All we can worry about is Thursday night with the Dolphins, a bad Dolphins team, and then you see what you got there. It is a road game, and you see what Lamar does and what Lamar's availability
And we do
will
gotta
be.
go to Lambeau. Man, we gotta
Yeah.
go to Lambeau, dog. Oh my
Yeah, that's
goodness.
that's at the end of the season, and the Packers ain't exactly been world beaters the last few weeks. So again,
They have
can't
not.
really say. Look, who knows what that team's gonna look like by
Yeah.
that point? We still
Right.
got 10
10 weeks of
got 10
football,
weeks
man.
left in the season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the people who was bearing us 2 weeks ago, just stupid. Be
Nah,
real
I mean,
fans, y'all.
I was after that last week. I was looking for my shovel myself at the last week.
I ain't gonna lie.
Look, it's
What I say,
understandable, man. It's
with the
understandable.
sixth pick, what I say, Reggie, with the sixth pick in the 2026 draft. Look how much 1 week changes your mind. There's 1 week. That's all it took.
Look, I'm not superly convinced yet, man, but we'll see. Again, take it 1 week at a time.
All right, cuz appreciate it,
All
man.
right, Big Jonathan, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Let's leave. Anything y'all want to add before we close out?
Nah, we can roll out with that. Look, roll out down. Look, this game has done good for me. I just found out Luka Doncic is out for a week with a finger injury, so that just that took me down a notch, But that Ravens win picked me up. So,
Yep. All right, a lot of football to play. We still in this thing. Until next time.
yeah.
Peace.
Don't hop off the bandwagon yet.
Don't hop off.
Peace.